And we're back, guys. The final season of the Pittsburgh Pirates rebuild. We added some key pieces. I went all out in the offseason. And just to recap what we did, we added Juan Soto. I know I said the Pirates don't really add guys like Juan Soto, but he was actually not that expensive as I thought he was going to be. So we snagged Juan Soto. We brought him in. This is the year we want to win a World Series, so we're going to see what he can do for our team. We still got Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brian Reynolds. We add Tyler O'Neill, Freddie Peralta. Jordan Hicks is still here. We added Alex Reyes just to help out our bullpen. And I think our team's looking pretty solid. I don't know if it's a World Series team, but it definitely could go deep into the playoffs. I mean, I'm pretty confident. Maybe at the trade deadline we can make some moves, but we'll see how this season goes. I'm really excited. I'm going to go to the draft. I will see you guys then. Back at the draft. I know it's not going to really mean much since it's the last season of the Pirates franchise, but we signed Ahmed Williams, starting pitcher, or drafted Ahmed Williams, starting pitcher. 55 overall, not too bad. Martin Santana, not a great pick. Elvis Diaz, a solid pick. Gary Wilson, definitely our best pick. 4th round, I think, or 5th round. We didn't have a lot of picks since we had to give them up for Juan Soto and Freddie Peralta, guys we signed in free agency, but really not a bad draft. So I just wanted to show you guys who we got in this final season, drafting young prospects. So I will see you guys at the trade deadline. Back at the trade deadline, and we are looking good. 9-1 in our last 10 games. We're 67-42, 8.5 games up on the Milwaukee Brewers. So let's see how everybody's been performing on our team. Ke'Bryan Hayes, really what his numbers have been. He's not shown much power, obviously, but he still played really well. He's a 92 overall. So really solid production for Ke'Bryan Hayes. We look at Juan Soto, really a great year. Juan Soto-esque type season. 18 homers, 74 runs batted in already. Really impressive in the runs batted in. He'll still finish with 30 home runs. Really doing what we brought him here to do. Driving in runs, hitting for average. Just a great player. Glad we got him. Brian Reynolds, another great season. He's batting .340. Definitely could lead the league in average. 21 bombs, 70 runs batted in. Him and Juan Soto definitely been the driving force of this lineup. Miguel Sano, having a great bounce back year, what I was hoping for. He's going to have a better year. He really already is having a better year. I know his home runs and RBIs ain't there, but he's already cut down the strikeouts. He has a better average. He's going to finish with at least 35 home runs, most likely, so really a great year from him. Tyler O'Neill, 27 bombs, 81 runs batted. Our lineup's looking really, really deadly right now. Just a great lineup, great production. O'Neill Cruz having a solid year, 16 home runs, average close to 270, 46 runs batted in. Great year so far. Josh Van Meter, again, having another great year. He's really played well in that platoon role the last 4 seasons. So great season for him. Lonnie White's having a solid season. The average could be better, but has 12 home runs, 47 ribbies, so not too bad. Then Henry Davis, kind of having a down year, but his numbers are kind of what they have been, but average obviously down. Kind of expect more from Henry Davis, but he's really been more of a defensive catcher, so hopefully his offensive stats the second half get better. And then we look at Peguero, not really too great. Abraham Gutierrez is actually playing pretty well in the backup catcher role. No complaints there. Nick Gonzalez doing a solid job off the bench. Bubba Chandler not having too good of a season. So our lineup overall, a lot of great hitting. This is what I was hoping for between Ke'Bryan Hayes, Soto, Reynolds, Sano, O'Neill, and Cruz, and even Josh Van Meter. 1 through 7 is looking really good. And Lonnie White and Henry Davis doing what they need to do in that 8th and 9th spot. So really satisfied overall. I don't think we really need to add anything to the lineup. The lineup's looking really solid and really no complaints there. So we look at the pitching. Freddie Peralta's having a solid year. The ERA still under 4, 8-6 record. So really not a bad year from him. Frankie Montage is not having a great year. ERA of 6. Hopefully he can get together in the second half. Tuki Toussaint, again, not a great season. He just hasn't played well since he got to Pittsburgh. Hopefully he turns that around. Jackson Joby having a solid year. Not a great year so far, but a solid year. ERA a little bit over 4, still an 8-3 record. And Zach Thompson, again, Mr. Reliable, have another great season. And I don't know how his overall is dropping, but a great year from him. Contreras has been pretty solid out of the bullpen. ERA under 4, 14-7 record. He's gave us a lot of innings, no complaints there. Reed Detmers, not great, but he's still giving us innings, 12-3 record. Keone Kela has been lights out. We moved him out of the closer role, but he has been lights out. Alex Reyes has struggled. He's only pitched 8 innings, ERA over 7. John Curtis has been great, only pitched 5 innings. Austin Adams has been pretty good. Jordan Hicks has been great. And Blake Trinan's been really good in that closer role, 40 out of 44 saves. So really our pitching, the rotation could be a little bit better. I mean, I don't really know if we should really add anybody to this rotation. I mean, I like our rotation, but obviously Toussaint and Frankie Montas have struggled. But I have hope in these guys. I'm not going to make any trades. I'm going to keep the team as is. I am going to check the trade block real quick, just see if there's anybody out there. It don't look like there's any players that are going to change our organization right now anyways, especially from a starting pitching standpoint. Obviously, we can go after someone like Nate Pearson maybe, but, I mean, really, it looks like we're just going to have to go with our gut and stick with what we got, and hopefully we can have a World Series season. So I will see you guys, hopefully, in the playoffs. And we're back. We're going to see how everybody did. Brian Reynolds had a monster year. He led in doubles, walks, WAR. I mean, what a great year for Brian Reynolds. We're going to look at the lineup, the pitching, how everybody did, and then we're going to get to the playoffs. So hopefully this could be our final year and our final year to win a World Series. So let's see how everybody did real quick. Brian Hayes, solid year. Obviously the average went down a little bit, but still he hit 17 home runs, 60 runs batted in. I mean, the slugging was down, the OPS was down. It's concerning, but it's also, you see the power going up a little bit. But really a solid year from Brian Hayes. Brian Reynolds had a monster year, 32 home runs, 107 runs batted in, 322 average. Really an all-around great year. His slugging was 576 and had an OPS of over 400. Great year. Juan Soto, I mean, you always expect him to have a great year. 33 home runs, 119 ribbies, walked 100 times, 318 average, slugging of 577 from Juan Soto. And then Miguel Sano, a bounce back year. Not that last year was bad. His average was down, but he still had 30 home runs, 89 runs batted in. But he had 36 home runs, 109 runs batted in. He hit over 240. So really a bounce back year average wise. His OPS was up, his slugging was up. So really a good year from him. Tyler O'Neill, great year from him. 38 bombs, 117 ribbies, 265 average, slugging over 500. Really a great year from Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill Cruz, there we go, a bounce back year. I was hoping for that. Not that last season was terrible, but his power was down, all his numbers were down. But now it's kind of where his 2023 season was. 25 bombs, 69 runs batted in. Really a great year for O'Neill Cruz. Josh Van Meter had a great year. 26 home runs, 63 runs batted in, 273 average. Really a great year from him. Nick Gonzalez, great, not great, but solid year. He don't play a lot, but he puts up solid numbers. And Henry Davis, 238 average. Really a great year so far from him. And the bench, Peguero, not great. Swaggerty, I mean, he didn't really play a lot. Bubba Chandler, solid. Connor Scott didn't play a lot either. And Abraham Gutierrez, I think he was injured. He didn't really play a lot, but had a solid year. So our lineup not really too bad. Then we go to the pitching side. Freddie Peralta, not a great year. Kind of expected better. I mean, I know last year his ERA was over 4 as well. I mean, hopefully he can lead us to a World Series and maybe playoffs. He'll be better. Obviously, you're wondering why Contreras is in the rotation. Frankie Montas got hurt. He's out the rest of the playoffs. And Contreras had a really good year, so I'm going to give him a shot in this rotation. Hopefully he can keep up the great year he's had. He won Rookie of the Year. So this could be his time to shine this rotation. Touki Toussaint, a better year, but still not great. ERA of 4.53. Jackson Joby had a solid year, 13-5, ERA under 4. And Zach Thompson had another great year. I don't get how his overall is dropping, like I said before, but really a great year. Reed Detmer, solid year, 15-5 record through 150 innings, ERA just over 4. Really great year for someone out of the bullpen. Blake Trina was excellent. Looks like they moved him out of the closer role, but he was still excellent. Alex Reyes had a better year. His ERA was over 7, as y'all saw at the All-Star break, so he really got it together in the second half. John Curtis was really good. Limited innings, but really good. Austin Adams was lights out, ERA under 2. Jordan Hicks was really good. And Keone Keller was really good. So it looks like our pitching was pretty solid. I mean, our rotation struggled a little bit, but really not a bad season for our team overall. And I mean, it's going to be tough because we're playing the Phillies in the first round. But I think we could beat the Phillies. Hopefully we don't disappoint our home fans here at PNC. But we're about to do some quick manage. We're about to get going here in Pittsburgh, and they give up a solo home run to Trey Turner. And really, Freddie Peralta struggling out the gate. And we're facing Zach Wheeler, so this is going to be a really tough game. But hopefully Freddie Peralta can settle in after giving up that leadoff home run, and we can get some run support for him. And a 3-run bomb by Austin Mills makes it 4-0 Phillies. And our offense has struggled so far. And, man, Freddie Peralta gives up another home run. And it is not looking good here in Game 1. We're down 5-0. But Tyler O'Neill hits a 2-run bomb, down by 3. I'm going to give Freddie Peralta one more inning if he can get through this. He gets through it. So 5 innings, not the greatest outing for Freddie Peralta, but we're going to go ahead and put in Reed Detmers, let him try to get us some outs here in Game 1. He gives us a solid inning. And Zach Wheeler's just been dynamite in this game. Obviously, he has a 2-run homer, but other than that, he's been pretty lights out against our lineup, who's been really good this year. And Reed Detmers giving us solid. Josh Van Meter with a solo home run here in the 8th inning. We're down by 2. And now we go. I'm going to go ahead and put in John Curtis. Gives us a 1-2-3 inning. We're in the bottom of the 9th, down by 2. A heart of our order coming up. Brian Reynolds, Soto, and Sano. Fly out, ground out, and the Phillies take Game 1 5-3. Not the start we wanted, but we could still come out and win Game 2. So here we go. We need better starting pitching. Freddie Peralta gave us 5 innings, but it was not what we were hoping for. So we're putting Touki Toussaint on the mound, who struggled, but this is his time to shine. So let's see how he does. 1-2-3 first inning. Brian Hayes walks, but double play. And we really need a great game, but he already gives up 1 run, and it's 1-0 Phillies. And our offense, it's been okay in Game 1, but it hasn't been what we expected. And we really need to get some runs here because... And there we go, Juan Soto, 3-run home run. We take a 3-1 lead. And let's see if Touki Toussaint can keep this lead. He gives up 1 run, but keeps it a 1-run game. And there's a good RBI single by Tyler O'Neill. It's now a 4-2 and another run bat in for Nick Gonzalez. And it's 5-2. And it's looking good so far, but Touki Toussaint, 1 more inning, gets out of it. Okay, 6 innings for him in this game. And we score another run. So I'm going to take him out. Or, yeah, 6 innings for Touki Toussaint. I'm going to put in Alex Reyes, see if he can give us a good inning here. 2 walks and a 3-run home run makes it a 1-run game. We're going to put in Austin Adams. And, man, that stings. 1-run game. We score 1 run. And that's all we get. I'm going to leave Austin Adams in. He gives up a triple. He walks, so I think it's time to take him out. Put in Jordan Hicks. Gets a sac fly. Gets out of the inning. And this game's coming down to the wire. And it's a 1-run game in the 9th inning. It's time to bring in Keone Kela to close her out. And he does. We take Game 2 7-6. And we really needed that win. It was a tight win to get, but we end up getting the win. So we go to Game 3 here in Philadelphia. Hopefully we can get this win on the road. Jackson Joby, our young starting pitcher, on the mound. Let's see what he can do. Leadoff double for Brian Hayes, but it don't lead to anything. And Jackson Joby kind of struggling, but he gets out of it.
That hit him. He's got first. 3.
Good double by Miguel Sano, but it don't get drove in. And a 2-run bomb for Ruben Odor makes it 2-0 Philadelphia. And our offense has struggled, but we could get right back in this game. Bases loaded. We scored 2. And the runner gets thrown out at home, so we tied the game up, which is good. Now we just got to get the lead. And Jackson Joby gives up a run. Solo home run by Miguel Sano ties it right up, though. And really, this has been a back-and-forth game. 3-run home run for Nick Gonzalez, who's DHing in this game. And we take a 6-3 game, or 6-3 lead. And let's see if he can give us 1 more inning, a solo shot. I think it's time to take Jackson Joby out. We're going to put in Blake Trinan, see if he can give us a good inning. He gets the job done. So they put in Matthew Boyd. 2-run bomb for Juan Soto makes it 8-3. We're going to leave Blake Trinan for 1 more inning. He gets the job done. And we're looking good here in Game 2. We're going to put in Alex Reyes again. He gives up a solo shot to Bryce Harper. Back-to-back home runs for the Phillies. And, man, it is not He's got to face 3 batters, and it's time to take him out. We're gonna put in John Curtis. He gives up the 2-run shot to Rhys Hoskins, and our bullpen is just blowing up right now as they give up 4 runs in the inning, and the Phillies tie the game, and that is just deflating right now. So we're gonna put in Jordan Hicks here in the bottom of the 8th, and the bases load, he gets out of it, and man, we're gonna leave Jordan Hicks in. He gets out of it. We're in extra innings. Can we get something? Or no, we're in the extra innings. And we can't score there. We're gonna put in Reed Detmers, leadoff double, ground out, strikeout. They put in Colby Allard. And man, both teams struggling to score, but it's looking bad. And the Phillies walk it off to take game 3. And man, we really sold that game. We were up by 4. The bullpen collapses, gives up the lead. And we are down against the wall here. We're down 2-1 in the series. Zach Thompson, who's been Mr. Reliable, as I always call him, pitching in game 4. We really need him to have a good game in this one. And let's see if he can do it here. A leadoff double here from Goriel and a 2-run bomb for Rhys Hoskins. The Phillies are just hammering away right now. Another home run for Eduardo Escobar. And they're up 3-0. And it's looking bad right now for us. And another home run for Goriel, his 2nd of the game, and it's 5. And another home run for Adolis Garcia, 8-0. And it's time to take Zach Thompson out. And the Phillies are just destroying us right now. And our offense has not came through. Solo home run for Brian Hayes. He gets us at least on the board. Another home run for Sano. Still down by 6. We really got to keep the Phillies off the board for the rest of the game to even have a shot to force a game 5. But our offense has not came through. Another run scores, a 2-run bomb for Austin Meadows. And it's time to bring in the bullpen again. Our bullpen's been very, very overworked in this series. And it has not looked pretty. So we're in the 8th inning. Looking very bleak right now. We score 1. That's all we're going to get. Austin Adams, time to take him out. We're going to put in Blake Trinan. A 2-run score. And it's 14-3. Here we go, 9th inning. It's looking like a lost season. And we lose 14-3. What a disappointing way to end the franchise, end the season. Just what a disappointing run for us. Really thought we were going to have a shot at the World Series. The Dodgers win the World Series. And man, what a disappointing way to end the season. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Pirates rebuild, man. I really enjoyed rebuilding this team. Don't know what the next team will be yet, but you guys will be the first ones to see because I will let you guys know right away. But man, I really thought we had a team that could really win a World Series. We added Juan Soto. Our lineup looked so deadly in the regular season, but the Phillies just shut us down. Their lineup looked like what we should have been like in that series. But anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I will see you guys for the next video.